What up, YouTube? It's your boy Ghost. I'm coming to you from inside my car. Man, let me tell y'all, I just got out of court and I went through my first lawsuit. Well, someone's suing me. And let me refresh y'all memory about this whole thing, because now I can, somewhat speak on this situation, even though it's not done yet. Oh, it's far from over. It's so far from over. So let me, break down just the gist of why I got sued and the outcome of it. So you guys probably recall back in September when I dropped the video, I was at my house and I basically dropped the video talking about how my first driver, it just didn't work out because, he had, his own thing going on and he just felt some type of way, and, everything went bad with that situation. So this is what really happened and what happened with the whole situation. So in August, I was basically coming back from Arizona with Heartland / Interstate, and I had this driver. I've been talking to him on and off for, I would say the past maybe 2 years. Just he was one of those people, he saw me on YouTube and he would hit me up and just tell me about things that he wanted to get into and how he was doing this and doing that, how he wanted to get into trucking and he had a record and so on and so forth. And I would blow him off because I ain't trying to sound cocky or anything, but it's just whenever I talk to people, I can tell when somebody's serious about something that they truly want to do and somebody that basically is beating around the bush. Well, this was that type of situation. Like, this dude, I knew back then that, he wasn't really about, actually handling business. So I basically would just blow him off. And with that being said, he, was just persistent, hitting me up, asking me about this, asking me about that, saying he was going to get into this, how he tried to lease purchase with this and failed and blah, blah, blah. So, I just blew him off for about 2 years. And then I think this was like August, maybe July or August. This was like right after me and my girlfriend went to the yacht party and all that. He hit me up and he was just like, hey, I want to get a truck, but I got some stuff going on in my life that I can't get one right now. So once again, me, I kind of gave him the cold shoulder, but I think it was in August, I was like, you know what, because he mentioned that he was having some issues with the mother of his child and he needed like custody stuff, and he basically was trying to fulfill the need of the court and for her, something that he needed where he could be home every weekend. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice. I'm not gonna be such a dick, excuse my French, but I'm gonna try to help this dude out. So I told him, look, because I had basically reestablished my authority, I want to say in March of 2017. But I had put a denial in, so I wasn't going to use it until November, because I knew that basically Interstate / Heartland was going to go underwater. So I was like, you know what, let me go on and just get all this stuff prepared, so then when I'm ready to jump, I'm jumping. I'm out of here. Me and Jezebel, we going to do our own thing, and we going to live happily ever after. So that was the plan. So I basically went, did that, and then I figured, okay, this dude's hitting me up, and he seemed like a legitimate dude that really wanted to be there for his kids. Oh, that's funny. I'm gonna have to tell boss lady about this lady I just saw that had her uniform and stuff on. But anyways, I was like, you know what, let me go on. Oh, she's with the fire department, that's why. Let me go on and let me help this dude out. So I was like, you know what, I told him I got an authority, and what I'll do is I'll get you a truck. I'll use my credit, get you a truck, and basically you can just give me $5,000. That'll basically take care of getting the truck put under my authority and everything else. So that's exactly what I did. I went out, got the truck for him, got approved for it, got the loan and everything. did the whole 9 yards. And I went and picked the truck up. That's why, you know, the truck that the video I made going to pick the truck up, that was the day I actually picked the truck up. And did all that. I kept it 100% transparent with him through the whole process. Sent him everything he possibly needed. I did all that, and basically September 1st came around, because that's when the truck was gonna be ready and, you know, good to go. That came around, and the holiday hit. Labor Day weekend hit. I think it was Labor Day. I think that's what's in September. But a holiday hit during the time that I got the base plates. Now, everybody knows when holidays hit in California, it's like the whole state just takes off and they just automatically get backed up. For some, just the state of California. Everybody got backed up and crazy. So instead of taking it 2 days to get the base plates, it took 2 weeks, because the state was basically behind, because, you know, that's California for you. They suck. So he was basically getting frustrated because, you know, his time started ticking. And this man, that was one thing I had him do, is he signed the contract and everything. He did everything he needed to do. And I told him, give me $5,000, and if this doesn't work out, you could at least get $2,500 back. Because at the end of the day, how much? Yeah, you put in $5,000, you're gonna get $2,500 back. But I'm the one that's stuck with this truck, with the payments and everything else. Now, if I default on this loan, that's my ass. I just acquired $127,000 worth of debt. So, you know, he didn't really think about that part. Because remember that I acquired $128,000 worth of debt when I decided to sign my name on that dotted line. And I hate debt. Like, even though, you know, I got business credit, I got all this good credit and all this other stuff, I hate debt. Like, if I can pay something off, that's what I'm doing. This car, paid off. Other cars, paid off. I hate debt. So at the end of the day, it's like I basically acquired that debt, and it sucked, because I end up, you know, that's just debt that's mine. Because if this man doesn't come through with his promise to pay me so I can pay this truck note, it still falls back on me. So that's basically what happened. Once he got in the truck, he started acting just odd. Like, you could tell if somebody really wants to be an owner-operator and if somebody's just basically playing around. And that's basically what it is. The dude got in the truck and he just didn't want to get DOT inspections. He didn't want to get this, didn't want to get that. And he expected me to do it. But it's like, no, sir. You wanted to be an owner-operator. That comes with the territory. Like, don't sign up to become an owner-operator if you can't handle the heat. And it's like, you know, I've been out here in this trucking game for, 5.5 years. And I'm still new to the game. But when it comes to business and actually being an owner-operator, I mean, you got to take it serious. You can't sit up there and beat around the bush. So that's basically what happened. He only lasted 1 week, and then he was basically ready to get off the truck, because this man wanted me to let him in on phone calls between me and the finance companies and all this other stuff. And I told him I'm not doing that. You know, at the end of the day, it's my business. So my business has nothing to do with you. You are not a representative. You're not even an employee of my company. You're not a spokesperson. You're nowhere on none of the corporate records for my business. So you have no need. There's no need for you basically to have to sit in and listen to a conversation just because you're insecure about, you know, thinking somebody's trying to get over on you. And it's like, I don't need to get over on nobody. You know, you came to me for help. I didn't come to you. You know, he reached out to me. He asked me for the help. So it was like, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you see your kids every weekend, every week, whenever, you know? Because it's like, having your authority, you have free reign to do whatever. And I told him, with my authority, all you got to do is just keep it compliant. Don't get me no violations. Don't get nothing on my record that's going to make me look ugly, because at the end of the day, it's my company that, you know, has to answer to all that. So that's basically what happened. We end up getting into it, and I told him, I'm like, you know what? It's all good. You'll get your $2,500 back in 30 days, like, you know, the contract stated. And it is what it is, you know. No harm, no foul. Everybody goes their separate ways. But dude had an ulterior motive. So 30 days went by. I go to the bank I was actually going to the bank to open up some other accounts because, you know, I'm expanding. I go to the bank, and come to find out, I get some fraudulent activity just, you know, just happened to happen the same time I was supposed to pay this dude back. I get these fraudulent transactions onto my account, and they're ACH transfers. Only person I ever gave my account information to was him, and I had text messages to prove it. This man sits up there. This is what basically happened, because he can lie all day long about how he didn't do it, but we're all grown men at the end of the day, you know? If you do some dumb shit like that, you just need to fess up to it. You know, he basically got his cousin, or his homeboy, because they're not blood all of a sudden. That's what I found out today. They're not blood, but he got him to basically fraudulently do some ACH transfers out of my account into basically his own pockets, or whatever they decide to do with the money. Because it's like, I know they got the bread, because what happens is the bank basically takes the L, and then the bank basically just reimburses me. And if you get away with the money, you get away with the money. It's like, come on now, I'm not stupid. You know, I know people that used to do identity theft a long time ago. So it's like, you know, it's common sense. So he basically had his cousin do that, and then they weren't smart enough to understand that all that information, the bank gave me all that information. I filed a police report and everything else, which I'll let you guys know in the future what happens with that, because, you know, it's pending investigations and all that and everything else. So it's like, you know, that was my thing. It's like, how you gonna sit up there, you want me to pay you back, but then you go and try to jack the money from me? It's like, for real? Like, really? Really? And then what was so cold was, dude, the same cousin that did it hit me up on Facebook trying to ask me for a job. That's what was so crazy about it. It's like, this was like a case of the world's dumbest criminals. I'm sitting up there like, is this dude really hitting me up right now? And it's so crazy, because I can show y'all. I got it right back there in my briefcase. I would not lie to y'all. Like, this man sat up there and hit me up asking me for a job. And I said, wow, this dude got some balls. Either you got some balls, or you just plain stupid. So yeah, I mean, basically we end up going to court today. So in 60 days, I gotta pay him back the $2,500 that basically I was gonna pay him to begin with, which I ain't tripping, because, you know, it's like no harm, no foul. At the end of the day, hey, I still owe him $2,500, and I got 60 days to pay it now, which, I mean, hey, it is what it is. But that's just the lesson I learned today. And I guess the moral to all this is, beware of envious people. Beware of people that do not have your best interest. Beware of those that pocket watch you. Because while we were in there, this man was going around hooting and hollering, talking about, oh, he's taking vacations. Oh, he's doing this. Oh, he's doing that. That has nothing to do with business, sir, at all. What I do on my spare time is what I do on my spare time. So, I mean, at the end of the day, like the court decided today, I got to pay you $2,500 in 60 days. So whatever I decide to do between now and that 60 days, if I want to take another cruise, if I want to take my girlfriend out to somewhere nice, if I want to go rent a boat and put 10 bad bitches on it, guess what? I can do that. That's my life. It's what I do outside of trucking, outside of YouTube, outside of all that. That has nothing to do with the fact that in 60 days I gotta pay you basically $2,500. So, like I said before, moral to this story is just beware of the company you keep. Beware. Not everybody out there has your best interest. Not everybody out there is, you know, trying to see you do well. Not everybody wants to see you do well. Not everybody wants to see you prosper or see you doing better than them. People don't want to see that. People don't want to do that. And it's like, I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is, you know. This is just a lesson learned. Like, I remember I talked to Infamous about this, and like he was saying, he was like, dog, win, lose, or draw, either way, whether you have to pay him $2,500, $5,000, $9,000, $10,000, at the end of the day, it's a life lesson. This is something that you learn that you can basically grow from, which I've done that. I've learned, and I mean, I'm gonna grow from it. At the end of the day, you know, hey, it is what it is. I owe him $2,500. He'll get it back in 60 days. Like I said before, going into this, win, lose, or draw, God's got me, you know. You can't stop a winner. You can't stop success. You can't stop, you know, something that's already destined to happen and destined to be. So, I mean, it is what it is. This is just, you know, this is small to a giant. So, at the end of the day, I'll lick my wounds from all this, and I mean, I'm going to be blessed tenfold. I've had, you know, one heck of an experience since I, you know, started this authority. But at the end of the day, I mean, you know, the pros outweigh the cons. So, if I can basically share my story and my testimony of all this, like I tell everybody, y'all just gotta be careful with, you know, the people y'all keep around you. So with that being said, love, peace, prosperity. I've been on this thing for 16 minutes now, and oh, he was trying to get me for 9,000, but you know, we settled for the 2,500 because we had a contract. So best thing that I can give, another, I guess, advice and tip, make sure y'all get a contract. Real talk. Like, if y'all gonna do any business with anybody, before anything, any type of work is done, anything is, you know, put into place, make sure y'all get a written contract. Make sure, you know, y'all do what y'all need to cross your I's and dot your T's, because, you know, that contract is what saved me from having to pay him a whole lot of money back. So yeah, like I said before, I hope, you know, y'all take from this a whole lot. Learn from my mistakes, because, you know, in this game of business, you gonna make them. And all my mistakes, I mean, I'm gonna let y'all know, that was the biggest mistake I ever made, was basically trying to help somebody under my own authority. Like, this man went around trashing my name through the mud and leaving comments on my videos, trying to talk about the situation and how he got robbed and all this other stuff. But it's like, bruh, at the end of the day, you just weren't cut out to be an owner-operator, point blank, period. That is what it is. Trucking is a cutthroat game. So it's like, at the end of the day, not everybody's made to be an owner-operator. Not everybody's made to be a company driver. Not everybody's made to run their own authority. Not everybody's made to lease onto a company. You just got to basically find your groove and just stick to it and stay in it. So, like I said before, love, peace, prosperity. I wish you guys nothing but the best, and I hope you guys learn from this video and you guys take something from it. Learn from my mistakes at the end of the day, and don't make the same ones. So with that being said, it's your boy Ghost. I'm about to sign out. I'm gonna go see what's going on with my mom. We're trying to get some what do we call it? I think she's getting an enchilada from my grandma. So yeah, I will see y'all later. And yeah, stay tuned to my next video. I'll see y'all in the future. Deuces.